myself?
I spent about 8 years in pretty heavy drug addiction. You know, just chasing whatever made me happy at the time.
About 3 years before my divorce, I got hooked on pain meds.
I came to a point in my life where I had two roads. It was either death or it was life.
I didn't even want to live. You know, there was a time where I thought about ending it all because I just couldn't take it anymore.
It was out of my control, really. It had become that, and I knew deep inside I wasn't going to be strong enough to quit this.
The pressure here was so great, trying to grow and trying to get everything going. And we would take, when we'd go to the conference table, half a dozen of us would throw packs of Standbacks, BCs, all this, leaves, Valium. I mean, anything we had to keep us going, because we worked here all the time. It wasn't no 12, 14 hours a day. It was 18, 20 hours a day. And it went from there into real, prescription drugs. All I wanted to do was make $1 million. I wanted to have me a jet. I was voted in school less likely to succeed. And I wanted to get me a Learjet. I wanted to take off, and I wanted to fly from north to south, east and west, so the people of Laurel know that I made it. Boy, it was in 1989. I was 47 years old. Man, I'd had a lot of blessings and all this kind of stuff. 1 year later, I was flat dog broke. I owed $33 million. Man, my interest was $13,000 a day. But here's what happened. In the end, it turned out to be the blessing. Because if I could have still borrowed money, I'd have dug my hole deeper. So I had to start selling things. I had a limo downstairs, and I watched the limo drive off. I had 2 planes. I watched my planes fly off. I had a yacht. I watched my yacht sail off. But the condos, had to sell the condo, all this stuff, losing money. If it cost a nickel, I sold it. But we got it down to where we could manage, and in 7 years it came back, and I sold one of the companies. I had 3, and I sold one of them for $77 million.
Well, the first time I met Mr. Richard, it was something about him, and I knew immediately his soul, his character, his love.
He's one of those guys that'll get in there with you, and anytime you got a leader like that, I believe you're gonna follow.
And he sees stuff in people, man, and he saw something in me, and he sees something in all these guys at the mission.
When Mr. Richard tells you something, and I would say that every guy here would say the same thing, they believe it with all their heart. They have no reason to doubt. He seems to be a man of his word. He would do anything in his power to help anybody that asks. As busy as he is, and he is very busy, he seems to always have time for the sick and hurting.
And if you mess up, hey, he says, hey, God forgives, let's move forward. And we move forward.
When a man comes in this mission, if he's a drug addict, he's a thief, he's a bank robber, he's an abuser, whatever he is, the day he checks in, we begin that moment not to treat him like that kind of guy.
But it's from all spectrum of life. Rich, wealthy, poor, living under bridges, whatever it was, we would take them in. And then we started it out with a 3-month recovery program. That wasn't enough time for Jesus to get the foundation under them. We took it to 6 months, and now it's a 12-month program. Nobody has to pay a dime.
When we check a guy into the mission, we just tell him like this: if you're a thief, don't steal anymore. If you're a liar, don't lie anymore.
You have a routine here. My life before was not a routine. If I wanted to go, I went. Here, you wake up at a particular time, you're at work at a particular time, and you've got other guys that you're watching over.
I've been to college, I've done a lot of things, traveled all over the world, and never seen a group of people that really seem to believe what they said they believe.
No one here judges you. Everyone here supports you.
They're learning how to be a productive member of society. They're learning how to operate again here. They're learning how to work on bikes. They're learning how to deal with people.
Be busy. Well, we're told out of mind is the devil's workshop. So we try to keep everybody busy. It starts about 5 a.m. here and goes to 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
Well, a lot of us that come, we can't be trusted for nothing. If there's a penny on the ground, we're going to pick it up. And these guys are trusted with hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of motorcycles, Jeeps, cash register, everything. And a lot of times that builds them up to where, hey, somebody does trust me. Maybe, you know, there are good people out there. Help Fighters is about changing men's lives one at a time.
You're going to spend your time doing something. And like for me, I spent a lot of time doing wrong or chasing a way to do wrong. And then you come here and they fill your time up.
We just believe that work therapy really it helps a man get his mind off of whatever it is that's bothering him, but it also fills his time.
We got bikes that we come in here that we service, that we do engine jobs, we do all kinds of maintenance on bikes, tire changes, so forth.
Everybody buys their motorcycle and then they make it uniquely theirs by changing everything, and then they come in and expect us to have the parts that they need. So it can be very challenging to keep up with that, but we do our best to meet their needs.
The guys that run the mission, they best be called to it, because that's 24/7, 365.
It's great to work here, but it's more than just work for me. It's being a part of a family.
It's more like a brotherhood than anything I've ever been around. I've called people brother all my life and everything, but I got some real brothers that I can count on right now here. We go through trials and we go through tribulations with each other. You know, we go through heartaches and we go through joy.
We argue, yes. Do we fuss? Yes. But at the end of the day, you cannot buy loyalty, and that's what we have here is loyalty.
They get their life back, and I've seen many men that haven't seen their kids in 5 or 10 years get to see their kids again. I've seen men get their wives back. I've seen miracles, nothing short of miracles.
Our goal here is not to really feed and clothe the guy and help him get a job. Our dream, our vision, our goal, our heart throb here is to see a man born again. Because when a man's heart's changed, the rest is going to follow.